What's up guys, it's Zero here. Today we're talking about Far Cry 7, the continuation of this incredible franchise and the release date. Let's talk about it. So guys, Far Cry 7 is certainly one of my most anticipated games whenever this game is going to be releasing to the world. I am incredibly excited about this title, and we're going to be taking reference from an article from Gaming Bible and Kate Harold over there. Far Cry 7 releasing way sooner than we expected. Well, Ubisoft didn't exactly have a dazzling 2024. One of the year's big headliners, Assassin's Creed Shadows, was delayed into 2025, and Star Wars Outlaws just failed to land with players. That's something that I'm now finding to be quite baffling. I agree. I think it was pretty baffling that Star Wars Outlaws did not do as well as we thought it would. But I've recently finally started my playthrough of the game, and granted, I'm experiencing it post a couple of major patches, but I'm truly having a fantastic time. But I digress. The company will surely be hoping for a more prosperous 2025, which is something hopefully the release of the aforementioned Assassin's Creed Shadows will secure. The year could bring us another surprise, though, making the return of a beloved Ubisoft franchise, Far Cry. Over the years, guys, I gotta tell you, I personally have started to like the Far Cry franchise way more than the likes of Assassin's Creed. Not that, Assassin's Creed is a bad franchise. I just don't like the direction that they've kind of been moving in with the franchise. I just thought that the story was so rich in the early days of Assassin's Creed. The first one, second, third, fourth, Assassin's Creed Revelations, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, even Syndicate, as well as Unity. I found these to all be really intriguing in their own way. I just feel like we started to lose sight of the main protagonists, like Altair in the first one, Ezio. I just feel that there was kind of started to slowly become a disconnect between Assassin's Creed, and even though I liked, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it just didn't make sense that you have like a Vikings that are, set in this Assassin's Creed universe. I feel like it should have been like an assassin from the order that is within Valhalla, or surrounded by Vikings, and is like assassinating these high tier leaders within the Vikings and things of that nature. I just didn't really like the direction that they've gone in a number of these. But that being said, Insider Gaming's Tom Henderson, who has a pretty good track record when it comes to Ubisoft, has teased that Far Cry 7 will arrive by the end of 2026. Henderson doesn't know exactly when the game will be released, nor when it will be revealed, but fair to say a 2025 reveal is possible considering this rapidly approaching launch window. In recent years, Ubisoft has saved its major announcements for its Ubisoft Forward showcase, typically held during Summer Game Fest, so perhaps we'll get our first tease for Far Cry 7 this summer. I feel pretty confident, guys, that we're going to get our first look at the new Far Cry at Summer Game Fest. As for what Far Cry 7 might entail, well, it's rumored to feature a time mechanic which will see the protagonist tasked with saving his family held hostage by terrorists within the space of 72 hours. Of course, do take this with a pinch of salt, as nothing has been confirmed by Ubisoft. Should Ubisoft take a bold stroke and introduce new mechanics, or is the franchise better off sticking to what it knows? Well, that awaits to be seen. Probably sticking with the mechanics makes probably the most sense, guys, just because you want to stick with what has worked in the past, especially, if it's not broken, don't, try to fix it, right? And so I think that Far Cry has got, great story, great characters typically. I love Far Cry 5 was my favorite. I love Far Cry 3. I thought that was my second favorite. And even Far Cry 6 was really good as well. I need to play it over again, but I've enjoyed these titles. Sure, not all of them are perfect. I didn't really like New Dawn too much. But even like Far Cry Primal, I really enjoyed that one. And so I'm excited about this new entry in the Far Cry franchise. I think, what I would love to see in terms of them expanding upon this franchise would be multiplayer. I feel like it's primed to be a great FPS, multiplayer experience. I think it could be a Far Cry Online could be something really awesome. It would bring you back to the experience over and over again. So I think of ways like that to see this franchise expand over time. I think we're going to get our first glimpse at this game at the Summer Games Fest this year, and then I think it'll release, probably in 2026. I think Tom Henderson, he's got a really good track record. I think it makes a lot of sense. Ubisoft is desperate for, some heavy hitters to come in and be, do some clutch work for them, because there's talk that they're on the brink, guys, of going off of the stock market and becoming a fully private company once again. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. They need Assassin's Creed to, Shadows to get knocked out of the park. And I don't think it's going to be a slam dunk. I think it will sell well, though. And so that should lead us into Far Cry 7 and hopefully future entries in the Far Cry universe. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What would you guys want to see out of Far Cry 7? There's talk that it's going to have be similar to like Succession, where you're going up against a family that is all fighting for power within this family and stuff, and you're trying to protect your family and things of that nature. I think it could be something really fascinating. There's a lot of rumors, speculation about this title. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Far Cry 7 content and videos, keep it right here.